fears or problems. Place and we back up, running these racks up, 100 meals a week after, dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. Don't really need down to finish, I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big, better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish.
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 50, plant.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey! Go get him!
Check! 50 down!
Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Here's Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Hey, Orbit. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 15.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Hey, exit. 55.
To throw again, Jackson. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Yeah.
On third down, Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Makes it 3rd and
2. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Hayden Cole. Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Mike, pick up.
Now Foles. Throw left side, complete. It's Barnett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Foles now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Foles gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And he fires one incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, go. Down, go.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go! Head over. Bravo!
On 3rd and 1, Jackson found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Alex Okafor make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch it.
On the ground, Michel. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Hey, keep it up.
They'll look to throw to Michel on the screen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Under.
2nd down and inches. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
One.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Quincy Enunwa couldn't reel that one in, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I got you. It's on one.
Back to throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Looking to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3 down. Hey, check.
Here's Foles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Be alert.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Girl. Let's pick up.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st down, Jets.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the win. Go. Ready.
From the 38, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go back. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run with Michelle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
What we got? 50 seconds of Mike.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey. Pick your game up. Blue draw quarter.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep for Hilton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 24. Silent. Hey, let's go. Great.
Now Foles. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Easy.
Mike 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Foles got an open man. It's a noon one. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Foles. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Go!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Under.
They'll drop the throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He'll look to throw. And he's got a moonwalk. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Harry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Okafor in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Jets.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never understand. sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
So I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her claim she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Black 80! Here I come!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 30.
carry. Jordan Hicks brought him down. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
11.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Stay hot. Stay hot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
White.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Murray now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. 61. Matchbox lights.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
back?
That's
what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
All day, baby. All day. Shift. Watch the shift. 2.
Now Mostert. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
1, Omaha. 11.
This is Mostert. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
Like 20.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Get the sack. Switch the outlaw. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming around.
Check 4.
Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Niners have over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that
he would have kept it on the ground.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Mostert. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, 43. 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180! Be a long day for you.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
21.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it's going to be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
We got 4.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Arizona.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to let this one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go. 180! Get that quarterback and on court! Kill!
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here we go. 180!
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
SOS. 21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the...
It's caught inside the 25. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
12.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. I'm coming. 45. Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Murray. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Cardinals.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Mike 56, Mike.
1st down, Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Under 10.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jerick McKinnon. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Niners on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Past the 20. And all the way down to the 9. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, He's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gold with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Go ahead.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
I got you, boy.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. The 30, 20, 10, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
It's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. Ready? I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now they try the right side here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Niners, it's just their 3rd win on the campaign as they move to 3-11 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the...
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM and it said, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna go, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dumb make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points and guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points and guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better